Hey guys, this is how to beat a tier 3 eman. All you gotta do is head down here. You can kill any of these emen. You can go over to the dragon's nest, kill some zealots, and you can also come over here to the bruiser hideout. Yep, right over here. You need combat 22 for this though, just to warn you. And here they have 65,000 HP. Not really that hard to kill, but if you're trying to kill them, I recommend using, well, anything you get your hands on that can do that much damage. If you want to find out more, you can go find a different tutorial, but this is a tutorial on how to kill a tier 3 eman. And for this, I would recommend that you use an Adam Slick Katana. Anything less like a Vorpal potentially could get the job done if you have a little bit of extra help, but I recommend using a Vorpal. Well, not a Vorpal, an Adam Split, you know what I'm saying. So that you can do more damage. Because right now I'm doing 784,000 damage with just one hit. I can one tap them. 190, 954,000. And you're going to need this damage in order to be able to kill the tier 3 eman. As you can see over here, once I get to Maddox, tier 3 eman has 50 million HP and 12,000 damage per second, which is going to be pretty bad, which means you're going to need a lot of defense, which is where the Final Destination armor will come in handy. Because look at all these different stats it can give you. When sneaking, you'll need 2 soul flow in the last 5 seconds. You get plus 30 strength, plus 20 bonus attack speed, you get plus 10 speed, multiply your intelligence by 1.25 times, you gain plus 200 ferocity, and you also do plus 100% damage against Endermen. And then as you kill more Endermen, you will be getting higher defense. And like I said earlier, I recommend you get this. Another good thing to have in this would be Ancient. And for the ultimate enchants, I recommend using Wisdom for the extra mana. And for at least one piece, you could use Last Stand 5. I recommend getting Ancient on everything though. I just have Perfect in this for a little bit of extra defense. It's just my personal preference. You don't have to do this. And for your Atom Split, once you get one, which will require you to get Eman 6, you are going to need to get some good enchants on this. Not too terribly good. And make sure to get Swarm and Fabled, because if you don't, you're going to have a bit hard of a time. And another additional thing you get is the Jasper Power Scroll. Gives you plus 10 strength for 5 seconds whenever you use it, which is pretty nice. And here's my boss. Oh, well, looks like it's getting annihilated. This is not my boss. Right here's my boss. Alright. Alright, scratch that. I was getting confused by two other T4s. Let me go ahead and start another one, because that one's a bit fluked. I had to deal with 3 different bosses there. It's pretty tragic. Anyways, so once you get your Atom Split, you get your Final Destination armor, you upgrade it a bit. I still need to get Wisdom 5 on that. It's like nothing to get. Just Wisdom 5. Right here. Here, let me just quickly get that. Alright. I'm going to apply my Wisdom 5. Have enough levels? I do not. Let me grab some levels. Go to Titanic Experience Bottle, grab one of these. That should be good. Hopefully, I don't want to have to spend more money than I have to. Alright. Now you put the leggings in, then you put the book in. 221 levels for Wisdom 5. Well, I was already at Wisdom 3, so pretty sure it costs less. And there you go. Now you have all those. Now you see, I have this. I have 1,564 mana. One of the reasons why I have that much is, like I said, the Wisdom helps a lot, and you also get Intelligence just from the actual armor itself. And like you already know, Wisdom, and Wisdom gives you mana. Intelligence, which is essentially the same thing as mana, gives you all that. And then other things, like over here at Maxwell, which you can find in the hub, you can get powers for different things, and sometimes you can get more intelligence from him. But I'm getting a bunch of bonus stats from Scorching. This one only requires around a mil in order to get all the power stones. It's not that much, especially if you're in this stage of the game already. And I recommend getting at least around 700 magical power in order to do this. And especially Scorching, because you get a pretty decent amount of strength and crit damage, and it's pretty evenly spread, so you have extra damage, because the closer the strength and crit damage are, like at a 1-to-1 ratio, more damage you do. So if you have a ton of, let's say, crit damage like this, and then not as much strength, you won't do as much damage. Or right over here, you're gonna need at least I'd say withered for the reforge if you're gonna do that. It can do help make you do slightly more damage if you're using silky and withered on your sword. But I recommend just using Scorch for the extra bonus attack damage, attack speed, and ferocity. That's what I'm using. And then you might want to use a Enderman pet, which for beginners is what you're going to need to use. I mean, I am mostly using a Black Hat pet sometimes, but I'm just trying to level it up. It still works. You can still go without Final Destination armor. You can try to use a good set of Crimson, which I sadly do not at the moment. But you're going to need those things. In order to get more magical power, you are going to have to get more accessories, which I have spent a decent amount of money on, not as much as I could. But this is how you really do it. And you're going to try to have to one-tap the guys, all these different Endermen. Well, except for the extremists. Pretty much no one can one-tap them. They have 8 million HP, so I don't recommend trying to use that. I'm trying to kill them all the time. If you can one-tap the Fanatics, just do that. But if you want, you can also kill the extremists. They're good XP. Anyways. Like that. That's really all you gotta do. And as you saw those skulls that he sent out, you have to stare at those, because then if you don't, then they will start dealing a ton of damage to you. And after you stare at them for around 2 seconds, then they go away. And when it said the boss was holding a beacon, when they throw it, you are going to need to stand right next to them and left click them. Because then if you don't, then they will kill you. And now I actually need to get another god pot real quick, because mine is about to run out. Alright, so let's grab this. Oh man, someone bought that one already. Try this one. Alright, good. Let's go god pot. Alright, good. I'm good to go. And then really, right now, if you could solo tier 3s and you're at eman 6, I recommend you should just grind out tier 3s at this point. Do not get carries again if you had already gotten carries. And if you didn't, nice job. But I do not recommend getting carries from here on out, because you're going to need a ton of XP. You're going to need around 75,000 XP in order to get to the next stage. Either that or 80,000. I think it's like 80,000 right now. Yeah. You'll need 80,000 in total. And then T4s are a whole different story. Look at that health difference. T3s only have 50 million HP. Tier 4s have 210 million HP. And their damage is almost doubled per second. That's crazy. So it's a pretty big gap between the two. And then really what I recommend using, like I said, is using an atom split. And also, when you can get an AOTV, pretty good. You don't need eman 6 in order to use it, as some people already know, or actually a lot of people. What am I kidding? And then also getting a Juju could be nice for some people, especially during hit phase. And then even for tier 3s, you can use a summoning ring, which can help you get summons, and summons just summon some mobs that you kill. And they are pretty tanky most of the time. They do cost a bit of mana, depending on how strong they are, but they are amazing for their hits phase, for the T3 and T4's hits phase.